Hey guys, welcome back to Frenemies. I'm Ian.
I'm Diego.
And we are back for more of the boys.
Boys.
So, last episode, Translucent is dead.
He died.
He's a Ghana. Homelander almost found them. He's found Frenchie. Luckily, Billy got out of there and was like behind the trash can or whatever. Surprised he didn't catch that with the super hearing. But whatever, it's fine. You have to focus on it. We're just going to think that we just have to focus on it because sometimes you do. Or else you'll be like super hearing constantly, which would suck.
And then excuse me, Starlight was able to kind of a little bit get back at the deep.
Right. You know, put him in his place.
Yeah, because he turns out he's not all that great.
They kind of treat him apparently like not great. And Homelander got in trouble a little bit because of the deep, and he let him know. He was like, "I don't appreciate your title on me, my boy. Let's keep that limited to just this moment, and then I won't have to break your neck or any other brutal ways I can kill you." What's it? Starlight, her identity, she's been outed
on accident, but
yes. And unfortunately, they didn't get the girl. Like, she wasn't in view of any camera. The media is probably gonna be on her, and then the lady that's like, in charge of their like publicity and making sure they look good. She's not happy with her. She's yelling at her, and she's obviously Annie's worried about being fired. I think that's it. Honestly, like the main points. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and jump into this next episode.
Frenchie will go with you.
Wait, what? No.
Either he goes with you, or I break your legs.
I don't need my legs to go home.
Good lad.
Well, incendiaries, or just regular grenades. Not the I think so.
Starlight, that video.
Miss Stowell, please.
No, let me finish. The date rape girl, the victim, she saw that video on YouTube and she came forward to thank you. She could not have been more effusive.
She adapts. She transforms.
Embraces her feminine strength.
Goodbye, Yellow Brick Road.
And hello, Starlight.
Oh. Interesting. Not really her style.
This isn't my first rodeo.
You're wrong. It's totally you. It's bold, it's brave, it's feminist.
How is that feminist?
Empowering. It says you're confident in your own skin and you're not afraid to show it.
Most importantly, it tells the story of your transformation.
I have the right to choose how much of it I show. That is true. You do.
But you can't be here.
You just won't be doing it in the 7. Unless it is wrapped in that.
How about I wear that with something underneath it? He didn't say I couldn't do that. Ha! Loopholes!
I have never told you how much I hate sitting on that couch staring at the TV like we're already dead. How much I fucking hate pizza rolls.
You love pizza rolls.
When I was 7!
Can't get behind you on this, are you?
I am not 7.
I'm not 7.
Oslo, Diego, tell me you put your names up on my board.
Apologies, Mr. Milk. No, sir.
Nah, me neither, Mr. Milk.
Which means that you have cut in line in front of everybody else in here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, hell no. The fuck do you want?
What? I can't visit me old mate? Funny you should mention making a difference.
We killed some super.
Because we just dusted a soup.
Bullshit.
Translucent. Now, we play this right. We could shake up the whole hornet's nest, bring down 7 and Vought at the same time.
Mm-hmm. You mean do Homelander? This is about Becca, isn't it? It's always about Becca with you. Are you bringing Frenchie back? Because I can't work with that motherfucker.
Frenchie, no, I ain't seen him in years. You're the only bloke I can trust.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Bang on time.
Oh. Frenchie.
You yelling motherfucker!
Don't do it, though!
Butcher, who is this guy?
Oh, you give the game away!
Not until this frog gets what's coming.
Why are they fighting?
Nothing. There's water under the bridge.
You tell that to Mallory's grandkids. Tell them it's water under the bridge.
That wasn't my fault, huh?
Who is Mallory?
All right, look, both of you, knock it on the head now!
Never gonna let you down.
I love you too. Okay.
Oh, that's so nice.
Come on now, guys.
Fuck all of y'all, okay?
This kid is full of surprises.
Okay, ma'am, all done.
Ooh, excuse me, what?
Don't remember me, please.
You want an autograph or something?
Yes. Big fan. Huh. She gets superhuman strength people to train with her.
I mean, that makes sense.
No, I'm saying they should.
Oh.
I don't think they are.
Unless she gets off on being more stronger than they are.
I'm saying it would help her.
Oh.
So she could be at least prepared for someone who has super strength. She doesn't know how to fight though, but just in case.
You're the fastest man alive.
Till I'm not. You know what Stillwell told me? If I don't win, I'm out. Nobody wants the second fastest man in the 7. I don't want to be some washed up B squatter.
Like me?
No, not like that's.
Starlight, accompanied by
I like the cape though.
Well, she's all different up now.
Who's ready to see a race? Huh? Let's hear it for my boy A-Train. All right. You fucking cocksuckers.
remain standing for the scene of our next.
Look at you. You really dress the part. It's your old uniform, but I'm saving it for the new one.
No, you don't gotta.
Show us your tits.
Hey. You do not need to press your luck right now, okay?
Kick my ass, Starlight.
Sweetie, you know what? Save your money. I like that one much better.
Annie, hi.
Hughie? From the bench the other day?
You're Starlight. That's... How did I not realize that?
It's actually kind of comforting that you didn't.
Can I, buy you an overpriced beer? You know, if you got time.
Throw in some overpriced nachos?
Lead the
You
way.
think I made of money?
Okay. I don't know if they really want you to be a hero. I think they just want you to look like one.
On the bench, when you were talking about how much you hated your job, you meant this job. Just walk away. I mean, you got nothing to prove.
I should probably get back, before they set a search party for me.
This is insane, but I know you're you and everything, but if you ever just wanted to, get...
Would you like my number?
If you're offering, sure.
Do I call you or do I just commit a crime?
Probably committing a crime would get me to you quicker, so.
You all right?
Yeah,
Huh? Yeah, I'm good. I'm fast, baby, like I'll roll, you know?
You look wild as hell.
Uh-oh, what? Oh. Why is he looking at him? I thought he saw him as, like, the only good one.
That could have been a lie to Hughie.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I want to be recognized. Oh, Jesus.
A-Train, how you celebrating tonight? Any special girl?
Well, you know me. Oh, no. I'm always in the game, but I'm too fast to catch. I'm open
offer, though, lady.
Her landlord?
Hey,
Don't kill him.
Mr. Lutz.
Oh, wait.
House call?
Unless.
Just here for the rent.
Like what you see?
Huh? No. Yes. I mean, it's lovely.
It's okay. A lot of guys have a superhero fantasy.
I'm sorry. I mean,
You gonna accidentally kill the dude, though. She's too hyped up.
Stop! In the name of the law!
Oh no, fuck guys got me.
I'm gonna sit right here until the cops come.
Oh, she gonna suffocate him or crush his
think she-
skull or
yeah.
something. Oh, yep, there it goes. Oh, those are her bones things? Oh no, he's still alive so far.
I can't breathe. All right, wait, hold on. Hang about, not so fast.
Oh, take it! Oh! Pretty good looking brain. Oh, nope, she noticed. Accident.
You let that guy die.
We're gonna help you sort out this little mess. And all you gotta do is tell us everything you know about this.
Who are you?
The boys! Alright. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Go ahead, don't be shy.
He did say he knew he was gonna find it at some point.
But I was hoping it would slow him down a little bit longer.
Always.
Jesus Christ.
Not a maniac. Smart, actually. Very smart. Hey, Deep. What can't I see through?
Zinc, Homelander.
Correct. And what's
Zinc.
the box made of, Deep?
Zinc.
Correct, again.
Jesus. That's.
Whoever it was, they just declared war.
Can't blame him. I wasn't expecting that until she sat on him. I did think she would kill him. Not like that. Not like that.
I mean, I think I think it's just because of this show that I kind of expected something like that.
I expected her to kill him. I just didn't know if she was gonna sit on his face and then
I mean,
crush his skull.
I thought she was gonna like basically crush his waist.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I thought she'd crush his pelvis. I feel like this is probably better for him anyway. Because if she crushed his pelvis, he'd be alive for a bit.
Yeah.
And he'd feel that.
I mean, it seems he still felt excruciating amounts of pain as she squeezed.
Yeah, but this was more instant. Like, if she crushed his pelvis, he'd still be alive. And he'd be, like, screaming in pain. He, at the very least, was able to...
Yeah, but it was kind of, like, I didn't expect to actually see... Like, we actually saw his head go like that.
I expected that.
Coming out. I'm like, oh!
I expected that, considering what they've shown.
No, I know that. I'm just still not always used to seeing
I got it.
So, like,
Trust
it's
me,
just like, whoa!
Yeah.
Right! I forgot! No, we saw...
Kudos to them
we
for
kind
the
of
brain
saw
dump.
his head just... When she got off,
when
she got off him though, like you could actually sort of see his face. It was just
flat.
Like,
I thought it was just like completely like, but his brain just popped out of his head.
Yeah, so she basically just squeezed his like you squeeze like a little like banana or something like in the cartoons or something.
Pop
like
and
that.
burst. Yeah, it's pretty graphic.
Yeah, and at least she did feel bad about it. She probably didn't need
yeah.
to. She was just super like
she's
high.
She's drugged up. No, she's high.
Yeah,
she's drugged up and angry, so all that crap is, and she's got some adrenaline mixed with the drug
and her super
because she was
strength.
just working out and obviously again angry, so that mixes with adrenaline is a really bad combination, especially when you're super deep, especially with the superhuman strength already. So there's that. It was all because of A-Train. You know, man, that stupid comment. Having to know again, I mean I know why he probably said it. Three things, I guess. One, his image. Two, well, actually, I guess just two. His image, and he's all drugged up, so he just like says whatever. And so it just kind of like it just went over his head that his girlfriend was
probably
watching.
It seems less like a high, like I feel like that you'd stereotypically see with like
name is.
other types of drugs, like like
an
ecstasy would seem more like along the lines of like Like I think the script was kind of like whited out a little bit.
Yeah.
It seemed to be more basically something like that, like a steroid.
It's like Speed, and I didn't want to say it at first because like I wasn't trying to make a pun, but yeah, it was like that. It was like A-Train was on Speed, like for heroes or for supers. That he was like like hyped up. Like once he went and then came back, he was just like jumping around everywhere and talking real fast and really just like jittery almost.
Yeah, like when he was looking at him, he vibrated real quick. Like like he actually used like a small burst of speed because he's just so like he's like, let's do this. And and I do think it's kind of funny to like, let's see this race. And the race was like a second.
Not even.
It's like they go to the stands, like you eat the food and stuff. Like you're like I wouldn't be surprised if most of the time was spent just like hyping up the race, and then the race happens, and then you see it on the replay. Popclaw, that's what she's called.
That was her hero name. They don't give her unless she doesn't have one, like a Homelander doesn't have a secret identity. True. But yeah. What were you saying? Sorry.
As I said, like most of the time it's probably spent hyping up, and then the actual like bit they like since they don't even see it, like you just saw them going. Whoa! I mean, that's probably kind of cool, like that like huge blast of wind.
Yeah.
Like it's like being near like the racetrack, but this is just a normal running track because
they paid a buttload of money to be there.
Out the nose.
And it sucks because it's like you're there for like a second. I mean, you're there for a while waiting for the whole thing.
It seems like
but then the actual event's like a split second.
And then they spend time like they spend time watching the re-recordings. Mm-hmm. We saw him go like that, and then
he was like leagues ahead of him, and they never showed Shockwave afterwards. We didn't see his face or his reaction to it.
I actually kind of want to see if he was like that upset or anything like that, or like in their dressing rooms or whatever. Like, God dang it.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
But I mean, I'm sure they might come back anyway, because I mean, it wasn't. They didn't pay too much attention to the only time they showed it again. Well, obviously, they showed him A-Train right after he won, and then they showed his interview. That's pretty much all they showed of A-Train. So they might come back to that later on. Especially, I mean, they're gonna have to come to A-Train back. And one, because he's part of the 7, and 2. The whole thing with Popclaw, so that's gonna have some. Yeah. Well, she's gonna get on his case for that.
Like whenever Homelander was doing a Homelander thing, it's like when he basically punched through that guy's body. Like I thought he was like, but it seems like his when he pulled his fist out, like he didn't even tear through the clothes. He just punched through it just hard enough that like his fist went through the guy's chest, but not through the clothes. Like how do you do that?
Well, to be fair, you don't need to punch through. Like tear the fabric.
Oh, I know that, but like
because it's what you would need is for one, if it would have to go like much farther, and two, or it would have to be something sharp tearing through the cloth.
Oh, I know. Like, I'm just kind of used to seeing like in stuff like
that's pretty relatively realistic what they did there. I kind of actually like that.
They when he
as much as I don't like what he did.
Yeah, no, but like I kept on thinking, like man,
although
like, I could not have like since sorry.
No, sorry. Go ahead.
Like I was like man. If Superman saw this man, he'd be
pissed.
He's like, you don't treat people this way. Like I know that's probably the point. He's supposed to be their Superman XP, but still, like it makes me upset because like man, Superman would never act like this.
Yeah,
he would never like. That's how he was raised to treat people
but
well.
Who knows
how he is the goodest of boys.
Whatever, boys. He wasn't. Obviously, we don't know how he was trained, what he was brought up in, like, and how like I get it. And we got like something else going on. I don't know if he was with this person, but whenever he was given the notes, whatever. She mentioned Dr. Edgar or Edgar. I didn't quite catch exactly what she said. She said Doctor. She said Doctor. She said
Edgar. Mr. Edgar.
Mr. Yeah. This guy that she said he wrote these notes. So if you want to tell him about it, and then he went to take it. It's like so is he someone that took care of him? Someone he fears, or
because they sign our checks?
It could be that he's just the top boss of Vaughn.
Yeah.
Vought. Vaughn.
Obviously, this Vault V. We found, or not Vault V, Compound V. We finally we realized what it is. It's a drug.
It's but it's like in here it seems to be an enhancer.
Yeah. I'm just like, what exactly? I mean, it is a drug. That's what enhancers sometimes are. Or drugs are sometimes enhancers like steroids. No, what I'm wondering is, is like the mayor. He said, I know about Compound V, so it's like It seemed like it's something that they were working on, but then it kind of seems also in here it's something that they just don't want people to know that their supers are using it, and they don't want them to use this, but that some of them are using it, or I don't know. I'm not really sure what this Compound V is to them exactly.
Yeah, I feel like it's mostly there like to either like, I mean, from the way we've seen it, I'm guessing it's just a way to boost your powers when you need
Yeah,
to.
no, I get that, but I just don't know what it is.
Maybe it's just Vought. Maybe because like I wouldn't be surprised if like you said like Vought developed it, right? Like you think Vought basically developed it.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if they developed it and it's for them.
I feel like they probably developed it, and like since they basically have the monopoly on supers, I wouldn't be surprised if one reason they didn't want it is one, they probably don't want because when we saw her applicate it, she was basically shooting up as if it was like heroin or something.
Right, but what I'm just wondering is if like I'm not sure if it's either one like that being the case, like they made it for the supers, but obviously they don't want people to know about it, or if it's something that they found and that's on the street and that they are using it. She doesn't want them to be using it, but she can't really stop them, and she doesn't want the public to know they're using it. So I don't know if it's like she's in. I don't know which one it is. Like it could be very likely that she's supplying them with it, or they're working on it and then they got hands on this unfinished product or this prototype, or it's just like something that's been made somewhere else.
Another thing I thought like was since they were the ones who invented it, and since they basically have the monopoly of it, they probably don't want V. Like they probably don't want other people getting it because like I mean like basically what they want to do since like so they're probably. Like, because, like, if some other company got it and they basically were able to, like, imitate the formula or what have you, like, they could probably even make like, if it enhances, they could probably make their own supers, maybe, or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm...
like,
wait, what do you mean, make their own, like, use their own people?
Yeah, like, maybe...
That's what I'm wondering, like
if it enhances them, like, I wouldn't be surprised if it gave, like, a normal person, like, even if
that's
it
what I
was
was wondering,
like, a trained soldier, it could probably give them, like, basically depending on how much it enhances someone. So it could just give someone basic super strength, or maybe...
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, like, if it could give someone powers, or if a normal person uses it, if it would kill them.
That's true.
So I'm not really. I was like, guys, I wouldn't steal it if I were you. But then maybe I don't know exactly. Well, they might be trying to expose them for it.
Or they could be trying to find a way to basically make the opposite of it, so that they can weaken some of them.
That could be, that's a good, they could do that.
If they're able to
that'd be a good plan. But
yeah,
I don't know who they could.
If they're able to basically make.
I don't know who they could get to do that though, because I don't know his reach or either anybody else that's currently in this group, like who they know. So maybe Frenchie.
Yeah.
It's your fault. Frenchie. I don't know who he knows because I mean he's in this black market kind of business.
Like he seems to make weapons.
So
and
I don't know.
stuff.
He could know somebody that like be underground lab kind of people. I don't know. He just seems more connected to like weapons stuff. So I don't know if he has a wider reach, or if Billy knows that.
Yeah.
Mother's Milk.
Mother's Milk.
That's that guy.
I was like.
Because I know they call them. I know one of the prisoner dudes called him Mr. Milk. I'm like Mr. Milk.
He's
all right.
He's at a juvenile detention center or something like that. So
something like that. I thought it was prison, but it could be.
Like his little uniform said juvenile detention. So
okay,
like those were just like probably like teenagers from like mid to like late teenager age. So like he's basically trying to help rehabilitate them.
Right.
So
he's doing a pretty decent job.
I mean,
he's not beating on him.
Yeah, no, he's
trying I'm not saying like they're like model citizens, but he's getting through them. They're like no sir or yes sir, like sorry sir, stuff like that. I'm like, oh hey, they're actually being pretty respectful. They're not like, I mean obviously they're looking kind of like reluctant or upset, but I mean that's what happens a lot of kids or people when they're kind of like reprimanded or So it's just
like a little after he left, they started getting into another.
Yeah, but then he's like, don't make me come out there. And he's like, oh okay. So. I mean, obviously not like that to that extent.
I think it was completely different people that time too.
Yeah. It was one. I think one of them was a white guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's he's gonna be doing a pretty decent job, all things considered.
So, but like, because I think in the comic, all of them were called were just given nicknames.
Okay.
Because earlier, what was it? Like the very beginning of the episode, Frenchie called him Petit Hughie. So we called him Wee Hughie, basically, like little Hughie.
Yeah.
And that's what it was called in the comics. He was just called Wee Hughie for some reason. I don't remember exactly why, but yeah, they called the guy like Mother's Milk. His code name was Mother's Milk. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I'm wondering if they're gonna use it to that, or if they're changing it to where that's his name.
I think there was a reason why they called him Mother's Milk.
Right. Yeah.
I think Compound B was a little bit different in the comic. I don't remember.
Well, they might expand to that later.
No, that's true.
So.
But like, I think the boys also had super abilities. I think. I don't remember.
Well,
how
I
or
don't know. I
why.
kind of like this. It just gives
No,
me.
this is cool.
Part of it gives me. I say this in I don't know if it was last episode or the first one, but Reckoner's vibe, which is like a story that I really enjoyed, and I don't know. I kind of like. Part of me is like, I kind of hope they get powers. But part of me is also like, oh, I kind of like it this way. So,
I mean, it is kind of interesting because they do have to basically figure out how to with the translucent. They have to figure out like outside,
his insides are like jelly, like us.
Yeah,
So,
like there's he's still in like it's just a defensive outer shell. It's basically like you can't bust through it, but like if you're able to what?
No, go ahead. I have
Like,
it.
you know, with the whole like how they shoved up a good lump of plastique into his body and then just blew it up.
Yeah.
But like his body is still so tough that even though like they have this bit, even if they like lit,
they can't.
They can't
burn his body.
Even if they burned like the
regular
outside
parts.
bit, like they said that bit, like once it got to the skin, it wouldn't be able to.
I know they said his skin is basically hard as diamonds.
It's basically impossible to burn him, but
to get rid of the evidence.
And
so they didn't.
Butcher
They did.
Yeah, so he didn't, and he specifically
put it in a zinc box.
Yeah,
which
so
I think is kind of cool. They did. They're taking different. They are. What's it called? Carbon copying. Basically the Justice League, different iterations of the Justice League, but a Justice League. Like and they're changing certain things. Obviously, or at least I know of, Homelander is not an alien, and he's instead of lead, it's zinc, which I think is kind of an interesting change. It's not like, well, he's not Superman, even though he's got every other power except for that we know yet freeze breath, which he could, but we don't know yet.
I mean, like he's
and we don't know if he's like super. Well, no, we do. We know he's pretty fast. I don't know if he's as fast as A-Train without the drug.
Well, I'm learning that Superman is supposed to be like at least now.
I know Superman. I'm talking about Homelander. I don't know how fast he is. I know he's pretty dang fast because we saw him like when he was looking for when they were showing him looking for translucent in the cameras. You saw him was like so like he can fly pretty fast. I don't know if that translates to running as well because some people can just fly fast and not be able to run fast. But who knows? I'm also wondering if they're gonna somehow give him a weakness as well. Like they gave translucent because I mean I'm also wondering like with translucent. He was just invisibility, but he also had a defense to keep him safe. But I'm wondering if A-Train does, because I mean, I'm going to assume that he at least has a heightened healing, like a pretty fast healing factor. But I'm wondering if you were shot in the head, if he could if that would hurt him, because I don't know what his endurance is. I mean, I would assume he has to have some kind of ability to his skin so that it doesn't get burned up by the friction of moving so fast.
Yeah.
So, and whenever he crashed into to Robin, he wasn't really hurt.
Yeah, he was just like, oh, like I remember when he even said I swallowed a tooth. Like I know swallowing a tooth.
That's not gonna feel
you
great.
Actually have to I remember I think our dad had.
Yeah, he
surgery.
He swallowed his fake tooth. Yeah.
His tooth, and so they have to actually open him up to get it out.
Yeah.
So it seems he was able to swallow it, and it didn't seem like.
Didn't do too much damage with, which is really surprising and really fortunate considering it's has wire. So I'm surprised they didn't cut up his esophagus or anything.
But yeah, you especially that impact of hitting someone.
Right.
But he didn't feel anything.
So I don't know. He has to have some form of heightened endurance, or it's just a plot hole thing. But thus far they've been pretty decent with that. Even to the point of giving what's his face. I keep blanking on translucent, basically pretty decent defense. But yeah, I'm just wondering what could be if it's not kryptonite, what could be used as a defense or as a weakness against Homelander, considering he's basically supposed to be their version of Superman minus the alien part.
That could be one of the reasons why they want the compound B so that they could reverse it.
Yeah, the reverse.
If they're able to reverse it, then maybe they could make him weaker.
Or I wonder if they could completely strip them of their ability, if not temporarily.
Yeah,
that would suck, but that'd be.
But it also
very
seems
beneficial
like
for
the
us.
whole Homelander also seems to have this issue with what was her name, Strickland?
Oh, Stillwell. Her kid.
It seems that he has an issue with Stillwell's kid for some reason. I don't
think it's personally her kid. I think it's just whenever he landed at the race. And it was like, ha douchebags or whatever. So I don't think it's just the baby. I think he's obviously, he looks down at people in general. And then this baby's like, can you just tell the thing to stop? tell it to stop or something. I'm like, dude, Jesus,
I kind of thought it was because like it seems that it was kind of hogging her attention.
Well, I know it's probably a mixture of that, but he's just like because he has a disdain for. Well, he doesn't really have a care for anybody. Like not for anybody, but you know what I mean. He has a very limited care. He's pretty not great.
I think it's also probably has to do with the whole like since he is so much more powerful. That
I know.
Kind of divide
that's
like,
what happens in a lot of that's what happens in a lot of some characters in any kind of a superhero or world.
It seems that Queen Maeve and Homelander used to date.
They were a thing, and and now he's almost kind of pressuring her back into it.
Yeah, I think it's like back to the whole like what was it Stillwell, because I think he just wants some attention or affection, but I think mostly just attention.
Yeah,
and since he's not getting it from the one who I wouldn't be surprised probably gave him that when he was when they first got him. Like I wouldn't be surprised if she was one of the ones like because she probably wasn't at the position she was now. Maybe like along the lines.
Queen Maeve?
No, but Stillwell.
Oh, Stillwell, sorry.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if she gave him a lot of attention as he was, rising up or whatever, something like that. Yeah. And he's like, hey, I want my attention. And so he wants some from Maeve. I'm guessing she's there.
I'm really mad. Like, we already kind of went over this a little bit, but I'm just like, whenever he punched that dude in the stomach, it was more so like they've obviously done this. This is how they do things.
Yeah,
like
you know the drill.
You know the drill.
Like,
he shot first. I was like,
so
he's shooting at cops, which is like, ugh, that's not great. I mean, I don't think he killed any cops, so maybe he was shooting to keep them away. But he was pretty freaking close. And the fact that he's like, he doesn't look like he's aiming because there's just like he's raining bullets, so it's not like
it's basically like someone just does like cover fire type of thing.
Yeah, but that could
and he also just because he doesn't really probably like he didn't like the way the guy looked. He looked like someone who didn't really know exactly what they were doing. Like he looked like some not exactly frumpy, but
he was on hard times.
Yeah, he kind of looked like he was homeless or something.
Right. Well, but yeah, and she does not seem down for that either. Because as soon as he did it, she looked away and she looked very unsettled by it. Just like God dang it. So either she's just it could be obviously she could be squeamish about it. Or it's she just doesn't agree with this, or both. I mean, it could be both. But I'm just saying, like, it could be that maybe she actually cares about him doing this, or she just like doesn't like the brutality of it. Maybe she just like she doesn't necessarily care that he's killing, but she just hates. She just not squeamish, but she's not like shush, quite now, almost there. She's not bloodthirsty like he seems to be.
Yeah.
And then also another detour is they mentioned this last episode, Mallory. At first I thought it was like they said the Mallory files, so I thought it was like at first they said it, I was like, okay, so something to do with somebody named Mallory. Then they said that, and I was like, so is it somebody or is it a case? And then a mission or whatever.
That's what are you talking about the Frenchie thing when Mother Milk was saying like Mallory's kids or something?
That
like that?
And last episode he was talking to the lady. I think her name was Susan. That she mentioned Mallory, and that because of that he made going after supers a suicide mission. So something had to happen. She said something about Mallory's grandkids. That Mother Milk said to French. She's like, tell her that to Mallory's grandchildren. I might have had to do with Frenchie. Like maybe he. Well, I
remember when he's talking. He's like, that wasn't my fault. Like something happened that like they were just probably like just stuff started falling apart.
Yeah.
Like oh. Like, cause like it would be surprised if it was one of those they were going after supers and the supers kind of went after them.
Right.
Like maybe Mallory was one of their former part of their team.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing. So it's just like no, that wasn't my fault that we lost Mallory per se, or whatever. So yeah.
I'm hoping we get more into that. Yeah. Also, Mother Milk mentioned somebody that's apparently that I'm assuming it's supposed to be personal with Billy, Becca. So it could be daughter, wife, girlfriend.
He said something about Homelander. So it's it could be like his wife, his daughter. So it's like maybe Homelander.
So I think you're right. Or you're right about him just saying, Homelander is the only good one. He said that to Hughie. I don't know why he wants him to keep him out of the loop for that.
Maybe at the time it was just so he could get him so it'd be
focus on A-Train.
Maybe
I don't know.
Or just make it easier for him to swallow the they're awful people because they're.
I'm just wondering why specifically him, but I mean it does seem to have been hiding it because he was looking at Homelander, and I'm not sure if Homelander recognized him. It seemed like that, or it's just it could have been like, why are these guys staring at me? Even though Homelander should be used to that, seeing as he's Homelander and he's like used to the praise and crap.
But I think
the way he looked at him.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it was because of the way he.
So
looked
it's
at him.
it's either that he was staring at him or he recognizes him. I'm hoping it's the former.
Yeah, it could have been a little both. Like,
yeah,
he's like, what's with this guy's? Why is this guy staring at me that way? Like there's like a difference between the look of like adoration that most people give him.
Yeah. That's what I'm
and
saying.
The like.
But I'm just wondering if it's just that or if it's the fact that he recognizes him.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's not that one. I'm hoping he doesn't recognize him. Speaking of which, though, A-Train did not recognize Hughie at all.
Nope.
He's just like, oh, you want to run out of something? And Hughie said it was basically like 2 days ago that it happened. It's just like, wow, man, thanks a lot. You're really, I know you're like a complete, absolute douchebag, but when near the beginning, whenever it went to Starlight going to talk to Stillwell, at first I thought it was going to be kind of like a reprimanding kind of a meeting. Yeah. But apparently, luckily, the girl that she saved came through. You know, she came to she addressed it and she said that she saved her, which I'm really glad. So she helped Starlight out a lot. She helped Annie. But then I kind of like the marketing guys though. They were kind of fun. But I mean, and then the costume lady, she made her this new costume that obviously Annie's not too keen on wearing, which I don't blame her for.
Doesn't like the other costumes actually looked kind of cool.
I like your costume. I mean, if they had to change it, I mean, again, I don't mind the cape, but I mean, if they have to, get rid of the cape.
I was talking about the new costume.
Oh.
I didn't like the look of the new costume as much as the previous one.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Even in comparison to some of the other, like she said, like the lady said, like I designed Homelander's costume.
No, I'm saying I'm saying I like her costume. I'm just saying like if they have to change her costume, just get rid of the cape she's wearing. Again, I don't mind the cape. I actually like the cape, but it's just like if you guys have to change your costume, just get rid of the cape and then maybe touch up, add something, I don't know, some other colors to her costume or whatever. But I mean, you don't have to give her a whole one over.
I think they didn't want to change the color scheme because of the whole Starlight, like that.
But I don't mean like change it. I just mean like add like a little bit of extra. Like I don't know what you could. Maybe a little bit of red. That still kind of goes. Red or orange just kind of goes with the Starlight thing. But yeah, I definitely feel really like terrible for, especially when that one idiot just. While she was with this little girl, he just comes out and is like, "Hey, show me." Like, bro, there's a kid right here. And then she tells, sorry.
I also didn't like the way they did her like face and hair. I'm like, what is with that?
I don't like the hair too much. I mean, the makeup is a little much, yeah, but I would prefer that over. If I had to choose one, I would choose the makeup over the hair. Yeah. Because the hair, they like really did up her hair for like no reason whatsoever.
Yeah,
her normal hair would have worked fine with the new costume, as much as I don't care for the new costume. But I still think that she should have worn like a unitard, or not a unitard, a onesie underneath it.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Not a onesie, that's a little bit bulky, but you know, a one-piece suit.
But
I wore the costume.
But I wouldn't be surprised if this is supposed to be their commentary on the whole.
No, yeah, I get it. I just think it would really been a great if Annie just a big middle finger to them and just like putting on something underneath it that covered up her legs and everything else while she still wore their costume, and it would something that could still work with like something white underneath everything, or maybe a gold suit underneath. I don't know, something that would work well with the rest of the new costume that they made for her. And it's not very practical for her. I mean, I feel like that'd be really uncomfortable to wear, not just like because she's exposed, just because of the fact it's like not very great for combat.
Like, I'm not even sure like exactly like can she also fly or
I don't know. I just know she has heightened strength.
Yeah,
I know she has
she can like those concussive like blasts, which is pretty cool.
I'm really upset that they're doing that to her, but Hughie came in with a win, you know, charming her up and being a really nice guy as he does. Yeah. And then he's gonna, she's gonna feel betrayed somewhere in this.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised because I'm like, hey, use that connection you have, my dude.
And then she's gonna find out, but eventually we're gonna get her on our side and we're gonna take down the 7 somewhere, whether it's this season or next or somewhere else down the line. We're gonna take down the 7.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if if they did take down the 7 or expose everything, then people would have a lot of issues with them with supers.
Yeah, that's true. I would have very negative
because it's own issue in of itself.
Unless we show like a hero take them down. I mean, there would still be some negative publicity, but it would help with the blow. So like this person's going to take them down and expose them. I mean, again, obviously they would probably be more so leaning towards the negative, but there would be some people that stick with the heroes, so it wouldn't completely destroy confidence in heroes, and we could build back up to it with a better group of heroes. I hope. Okay, I know it's gonna happen. I know we literally just spoke about this, but I know it's gonna happen with like A-Train. Starlight is gonna, something's gonna happen between Hughie and and Annie, where she's gonna feel betrayed. But I hope it works out, because sometimes they may not. They might just end up friends or whatever. But I thought they had a really cute interaction in their the conversations they had, especially at nearing the end. He's like, "So should I call you or should I commit a crime?" And she's like, "Oh, you should probably commit a crime. It'd be faster." Yeah. So I like the little
it's also
bit
nice
of
that
chemistry.
We know her name now.
We knew it well.
And then you know what I mean? Like we're able to remember it now.
Yeah, that's fair.
It
helps that I edited. So we ended with the was it the zinc thing or was it the
It ended with when he looked at like when
that's right. Yeah.
Oh, it looks like someone declared
war. So there's that. Jesus. So he freaking Billy, like, not only did he left it for them, he left it so that he knew that they were gonna eventually find it, but now he actually left the message on it, and it's just like, this is kind of not good, but at the same time I like it, because I'm like, I'm wondering how quickly they can trace it to them. I don't think he'd leave any fingerprints. I'm pretty sure Billy's not stupid. In terms of that,
especially if he's been dealing with supers for who knows how
trying
long.
to go after them, So and they know about cleaning it up, cleaning these things up. So it's like, and they know that they couldn't be because of the fact that it's his skin. So it's like, pretty sure he was as careful as he possibly could be. But I'm just like, now he's there like looking for it. Before there's like, okay, Translucent could be in danger, but now there's like, we know he's dead, and we know that this was aimed at us, and they're gonna be trying to come after us. So now they're gonna be ready.
Also, one of the reasons why Homelander brought Stillwell into this, because since she kept on saying, it's fine, he's gonna be okay.
It's I know why he did that. It's just like,
and he seems so smug. I was like, oh, look what I mean. I was gonna say that's fair in the sense that, like, I can imagine someone who's constantly saying like this is going to happen if we don't try to do anything about it. And the other person's like, nah, it's fine. And when they find out they're right, even if it's kind of bad, like,
you have a satisfaction.
You have that satisfaction, like, oh, like, look at that. The obvious thing that I said was gonna happen has happened.
Yeah,
either happening or has happened.
Yeah, we have to deal with. So we're gonna have to deal with now knowing, now knowing about these people, or not about them, but that there's these people that are coming after them. So they're gonna be ready and prepared, or as prepared as they can be. And then we also have our guys, trying to figure out what's with the Compound V, and try to help this Popclaw, clean up the mess that she made. And I don't know what else, what all we're gonna do with her, like how far the blackmailing or whatever is gonna be going. So you can definitely say this isn't dull. This isn't dull. But yeah, guys, that's it for this week's episode of The Boys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to check out the rest of our stuff, go ahead and click the button right next to me. And if you want to stick around for next episode, next to us, if you want to stick around for next episode, make sure to subscribe button. Or if you want to see it a week early, go ahead and check out our Patreon right here, or you can go ahead and link the description down below. Again, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you next week.
Bye.